Hey, T-Real, can you name me 10 Reason songs right now? You from LA. You a LA
That's
native.
fucked up.
Can you name me 10 Reason songs right now?
Hey, if you're the co-president of a label and you're asking niggas on a podcast, can you name 10 songs from the nigga that I signed? That is crazy. That is insane. So we're going to watch how one rapper destroyed hip-hop's favorite label, TDE. Lately, I haven't really heard much from TDE, other than Kendrick Lamar trying to get out of the contract and shit. And a lot of their artists haven't been making like albums lately, other than like Isaiah Rashad, SZA, and Kendrick. We haven't heard from Ab Soul in like years. We haven't heard from fucking Schoolboy Q in like years. What was the other nigga? J Rock. We definitely ain't heard from that nigga in a long ass time. Long ass time.
Personally, I don't think Reason has been getting any real good push from his label. I don't really see what Top Dog sees in this. This was the first time I've seen like real TDE pushback. I had a release party, nobody showed up from the label.
Damn.
Back in the early 2010s, Top Dog Entertainment was dominating hip-hop. Somehow, this small homegrown label from Carson, California, managed to guide artists who were absolute nobodies to performing in venues like this.
Ab Soul just put out an album last year. Interviews and everything. Damn. I didn't hear shit. Their marketing team must have been shit. Because I didn't hear shit about Ab Soul. You right. He had an album last year. Oh, fuck. Damn, what the fuck is that marketing team doing? Honestly, it was the best they've done for Ab. Usually, they don't do shit for Ab Soul for real. They really don't. They be worried about their other artists. Especially Kendrick and SZA. That's probably their two biggest artists. I would put like Schoolboy Q up there. But the industry fuck with Schoolboy Q. I'm not sure if TDE actually fucked with Schoolboy Q. But they don't be doing a damn thing for Ab Soul, bruh.
However, the label has been under fire in recent years. Many claim that they have fallen off, hate their fans, and or simply do not treat their artists with respect. A ton of events caused this shift to happen, but it all began with the addition of one specific rapper to the roster, and that rapper is Reason. Hi, I'm Luesta. I make weekly video documentaries of things I'm into, so subscribe if you enjoy. Today we're going to discuss an artist by the name of Reason, and the drama he's caused for one of hip-hop's most prolific labels.
Hey, the niggas that be doing this hip-hop videos, do y'all ever notice they don't be black, bruh? It be niggas outside the culture speaking on rap, bruh. 6ix9ine is better is crazy. That is insane. I'm like, bruh, where are the niggas that make these videos? That's probably like the only time I would listen to them, bruh. That Anthony Phantasmo guy, he blows me. I don't even know who that is, but that sounds like a nigga that don't know what the fuck going on in the culture, bruh. He definitely sounds like he don't know what the fuck going on in the culture.
Labels. To understand that, we have to first discuss why TDE was so loved in the first place, and the dramatic shift that caused the label's disaster. Whether it's the insane, heartfelt story of Kendrick Lamar's come up from the treacherous city of Compton, California, the genius behind Ab Soul's lyrical content,
I'm the bomb. That's like C4 on the seafloor. Fuck with AD,
used to
you
watch
can see more. As soon as I touch this money, I'ma act an Eeyore.
or the
Insano.
southern groove of Isaiah Rashad. One thing that's certain is that Top
They can
Dog
hear you when they
Entertainment
walk
was a
by,
label
but they
that
don't
had
pay attention.
something for everyone. Despite the fact that each artist brought something different to the table,
Anthony
and
Fantano?
clearly shared
Oh.
a familial bond that seemed like it could never be broken.
How many shots?
Schoolboy Q, he gonna eat. Kendrick Lamar, he gonna eat. TDE, eat.
However, these days, TDE is only a shell of what it used to be. For example,
It
between
sure is.
2016 and 2017, they released 9 high-quality projects in the span of just 15 months, all of which performed extremely well. However, ever since then, they dropped about 10 projects in total, most of which were deemed some of the worst releases in terms of how the album sold.
Yo, where's the music? Can we
The one Drake dissed. Oh, that's reason.
get a single? Can we get anything?
In a Reddit post discussing TDE's falloff in March 2022, one user wrote, "TDE has officially died for me. I used to be a TDE stan, but one can only starve so much before they find a different food source." The statement was backed by another comment reading, "Kendrick hasn't dropped in 5 years. Ab-Soul hasn't put out an album in 6 years. J-Rock hasn't dropped in 4 years. Schoolboy Q hasn't dropped in 3 years. What the fuck is going on over there?" Not only has the lack of output been an obvious problem from the label over the last few years, but TDE has been doing a terrible job at the one thing they were idolized for doing, which is onboarding new talent. At first, the label CEO Anthony Top Dog Tiffith, along with the presidents Punch and Dave Free, not only had an amazing ear for finding talent, but they were also able to provide a specific type of guidance and mentorship that was needed for an artist who had little to no fanbase at all, to exploding them into superstardom. This is a skill that some of the biggest labels in the world would dream of having, especially after it was recently reported that record labels are having a difficult time breaking new artists. "Nobody knows how to break music right now," a senior executive said. "I think they're all lost." Sadly, as time passed on, TDE couldn't escape this trend either. Their new artists just couldn't shine as brightly as the superstars they once brought on board. However, can one make the claim that it's
Doechii?
TDE's
Y'all know who Doechii is? Who the fuck is Doechii? If she was in TDE, I never heard of her, bruh. I may have heard of that name before, but Doechii sound like a porn star name. Not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you, bruh.
fault for this happening? Let's take a deeper look.
Why are they blaming this on Reason? My Hello Kitty. The
In
Tylenol PM is
2018,
kicking
it
in.
was revealed
Good
that
night,
TDE
Lost. I'll
introduced
see you
another
later.
new rapper to their roster by the name of Reason, and it ended up being a complete disaster. He was discovered by Top Dog's son Musa and introduced him to Top after attending Reason's local concert. Now, it seems like Musa orchestrated both the beginning
Reason is
and
pretty
the end
good.
for Reason, and you'll see why later in this video. After only
He
1
is.
year of signing, reports surfaced
Even though I
claiming
haven't
that the
listened to like
label's
a whole
former
like
president,
album
Dave
from
Free,
him.
didn't
The features he was in, he was pretty good. The features he was in, he was pretty good. I do need to listen to like a whole album. But why are they blaming this on him and not TDE? TDE failed itself. That's the reason I'm seeing.
want to sign him in the first place. Despite this, a lot of fans were still extremely excited to hear Reason's
I'm
new
not going to
music,
sleep yet.
and they
I'm gonna fight
started
it.
out on a good
You're
run,
gonna be
rolling
out
out
in 5
songs
minutes,
like The Soul,
Don't ever think they love you, that's some great advice. So if you ain't used to pay attention, gotta pay the price. Shit, just a year ago, I was hating life.
and Better Days that also went crazy.
Cause clown Drake for being so sentimental. They see the same over every instrumental.
Then following this up with his debut project, There You Have It, which also did really well. To put it simply, the
Why not
fans in
embrace the
TDE
sleep?
were
Facts, you gotta
rocking with
embrace it.
Reason at first. But the more that time passed, he just became a huge subject of controversy. While everyone can agree that he was a rapper with massive potential, problems began to emerge when fans began to realize that he just wasn't that good, at least when you compared him to the artists they signed before. Reason is a decent MC, one of the most average albums I've heard in a long time.
Nigga, it's his first album. Of course the first album is going to be average, bro. And not everyone is fucking Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, and Ab-Soul. Y'all fucking found a gold mine when y'all signed them niggas, bro. Y'all found a gold mine. It's going to be rare to ever find that gold mine ever again.
Reason left me a little bored here. To cut Reason some slack, this was the first rapper they signed since Isaiah Rashad back in 2013.
And Isaiah Rashad, that nigga. Isaiah Rashad is that nigga, bro. You're not going to find gold mines like this all the time. And it's not going to be a lot of gold mines now because everyone damn near sounds the same. You actually gotta search for that shit. It was 2010 was probably like prime. What am I trying to say? It was like prime finding niggas that do the little rapidy rap shit. After that, that's when niggas started to do the little microwave music. Well, everyone wanted to do the rapidy rap shit up until like 2012. You're not gonna find that. You're not gonna find a lot of artists that still do the rapidy rap shit in 2023.
Setting a pretty high standard for the aspiring 28-year-old rapper at the time. Being that it was rare that any rapper would ever be introduced
good,
to the
Black.
roster,
How you feeling,
it was
bruh?
definitely going to take some time for fans to be accustomed with Reason's presence on TDE, as well as any new artist they onboarded in general. Of course, there was a core audience
Doichi.
who was interested in his music, but it was clear that he wasn't receiving the type of hype as his contemporaries once had. Reason described his experience of being onboarded as feeling like an adopted child coming into a big family. And like the saying goes, it's best to not mix family with business, as things seemingly only continued to get worse as the years went by. And Reason had trouble proving to fans that he deserved a spot on the team. But is Reason really that bad of an artist? Or has TDE been doing a poor job at promoting him?
I think TDE is doing a bad job.
I had a release party. Nobody showed up from the label. Like, for me, was love.
The release party you just had?
Yeah, the one I had one on Thursday.
And nobody from the label showed up?
My bad, Rayvon showed up though.
He's the only person from TDE that showed up.
He's the only person from TDE that showed up.
After 5 years of being signed to the label, Reason dropped a few more projects that left a lot of TDE fans feeling empty. Like I said before, there's always gonna be some kind of core audience that actually fucks with the music. But there is a whole host of negative feedback to counter it. Take the album New Beginnings that dropped in 2020, for example. It received a 3 out of 10 from Anthony Fantano, who claimed that he didn't have any idea why Reason appealed to Top Dog.
I don't really see what Top Dog sees in this. For one, there's virtually nothing about Reason's voice, his flow, or his lyrical style that I could describe in detail positively or negatively, outside of maybe noting that some of his performances on this thing come off nearly emotionless, maybe a little monotone.
The video for the
Man, I feel like this nigga just hating, bruh. This was some hating ass shit that he just did, bruh. Bruh. But I bet you this the same nigga that would hype up what's that, Lil Pump or something, bruh. Nah, bruh. I think this nigga just hating.
The review received a 90% like to dislike ratio, showing there was a bit of truth when it came to his statements, despite the fact it was just his opinion. Furthermore, Reddit posts discussing Reason's placement on TDE were brutally honest. This man is literally the most non-descriptive person I have ever heard in my life.
God,
Reason
damn.
isn't unique in any way. He's really meh. Not bad, not great, just meh. With their latest
That's that lame ass nigga Anthony Fastasma. Oh, that's him? Yeah. Yeah, he definitely hating, bruh. He is a hating ass nigga, bruh. That's what I got from that. I'm like, bruh, there's no way you're into the culture like this. And it feels like TDE is doing Reason a disservice, bruh. I'm gonna listen to Reason just because, bruh. Just because. I'm gonna just listen to Reason, bruh.
latest artists getting this type of reception, more TDE artists complaining about their label, and news breaking that TDE's biggest star and president were going their separate ways. It just seemed like an extremely bad look for TDE, and that something deeper was going on behind the scenes, although it's mostly all just speculation. However, if we fast forward to August of 2023,
You such a hating
we
ass
have
meat
more
muncher.
evidence that the family bond between the
I
artists
see. From that little interaction, I see that, bruh. Bruh. Nah, bruh. There's no way people actually takes his opinion seriously. If niggas take his opinion seriously, I need your music card revoked. I'm not listening to any opinion you ever have musically, bruh.
the label has completely disappeared. And honestly, it may not necessarily be the artist's fault.
Reasons for frustrations.
When Reason was gearing up to drop his newest album titled Porches in August 2023,
Monk
it
as a
caused
pillow?
a storm on
Don't
the
use me
internet
as a pillow.
for all the wrong reasons. All puns intended. As you previously
Don't
saw
use
in
me
the
as a
podcast
pillow.
clip I shared earlier with Rory and Maul, he revealed that no one from TDE showed up to the release party for the album. But if you thought that was crazy, you must have not heard what happened during his appearance on another podcast called Back on Fig. As a TDE fan since early 2011, this live stream was absolutely the most wild, unprofessional, and out-of-pocket moment I have ever seen emerge from the TDE camp. The stream started off with Reason complaining about his label to the TDE affiliate MacWop. First, he explained how the label has been preventing him from releasing music, which is a commonly heard issue from many artists in the TDE circle. Secondly, he would state that he was able to feature big names in the industry on his album, such as ESTG and Lotto. However, TDE did not follow through with the promotion, which is yet another reason Reason was left in the shadows.
We had certain features lined up that could have went through. I had Lotto lined up for something, not executed. I had ESTG lined up for something, not executed. You get what I'm saying?
After a couple minutes of Reason pointing the finger and taking
Bruh, being in a label looks like it's garbage, bruh. Stay independent. Even though being independent probably hard as hell, but nigga, at least you can like put your own music out there and niggas listen to it and then you get all the money. What are these labels doing, bruh? Being in a label is not what it used to be, bruh. Come to my label, we got crack cookie. Oh, hell nah. I don't be selling the crack cookies. We selling crack over here, nigga.
shots at the label for their wrongdoings, the live stream took a drastic turn. During the stream, TDE's co-president Musa joined in to address Reason's concerns directly, as he felt that Reason was falsely accusing TDE. And this is where everything got really crazy. Keep in mind that Musa is actually the person who introduced Reason to Top Dawg in the first place, and is ultimately the reason he got signed in 2018. And it seems like Musa replaced Dave Free's position at TDE once he left with Kendrick Lamar in 2021 to create PG Lane. However, it appears that Musa may not have been the best choice for this position, as he started off the call.
Is this crack sprinkled on it after, or has it been baked then in the flour?
Oh, with extremely bad people skills, especially for someone who is deemed as the co-president for one of the greatest labels in hip-hop. As soon as Musa joined the call, he asked the host, T-Rel and MacWop, to name 10 Reason songs, and the conversation quickly became awkward.
Hey, T-Rel, can you name me 10 Reason songs right now? You from LA, you a LA
That's
native.
fucked up.
Can you name me 10 Reason songs right now?
Hey, if you're the co-president of a label and you're asking niggas on a podcast, can you name 10 songs from the nigga that I signed? That is crazy. That is insane. Nah, nigga. Fuck that contract, nigga. I would buy myself out right the fuck then. Right now, bruh. That is fucked up. Like, hey, can you name 10 songs from this label, from this nigga that I signed here? What kind of shit is that, bruh? What?
Yeah.
No.
Why is that?
Bruh.
I have no fucking...
Hey, hold on.
When T-Rel was...
What do you mean, why is that? Nigga, because you're not promoting it. What the fuck do you mean? He shouldn't have been talking shit on the company. The label just proved a point. Hey, yo. It's the label's fault they can't because they don't put the music out. I was about to say, yeah, the artist can't put the music out. Only the label can. The label just... Good music promotes itself. It was good, Divine. Nigga. You can have good music, but if the label is not gonna, like, put the music out, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, you can always try to leak it, but nigga, you're not gonna get no money from it. Yeet blew up by himself. Not necessarily. There's a lot of good music out there that nobody listens to.
Was unable to answer, Musa proceeded to ask MacWop the same question.
Mac, you from the team, Mac. Can you name me 10 Reason songs?
This is crazy.
Honestly, name them.
This is crazy.
What's a funny ass nigga?
In the footage, Reason is visibly upset. Musa then claimed that TDE's former co-president, Dave Free, initially did not want to sign Reason when he joined the label, going as far as calling him a substitute teacher.
If he was a good rapper with TDE, he would have taken off. But there's hella niggas that been complaining about TDE not releasing their music. That is very fucked up. To do this on a podcast. A live podcast, nigga. That is crazy.
Hey, Dave, my nigga, Doc, my nigga, I love them niggas. Dave never wanted us to sign Reason. He called him a substitute teacher.
Get your shit off.
Hey,
man.
yo.
Shot always said
It's cool.
that
Get your shit
Reason
off.
had talent, but it's gonna take more than just talent in this game right now, and everybody know that.
Musa also claimed that featuring artists like ESTG would not benefit Reason, since he already collaborated with big artists in the past, such as Schoolboy Q.
But even when I hear niggas saying features and everything, oh yeah, you could have got an ESTG feature, but what does that do for Reason? Like, what is that gonna do for Reason? Like, even when you say you can't get in contact with
Kendrick said,
SZA
fuck this.
and all that, like this, like you didn't have features from everybody, including Q. Just trying to understand it, man.
Despite the awkwardness of the conversation, Reason refused to back down and accused Musa of attempting to create a viral moment.
You want to have a conversation or you want to go viral? Which one you want to do?
Hey, yo. Nah.
Which one you want to do? Let me know.
I'm just
TDE is literally the reason his last album is fucked up. Yeah. TDE fucking everything up right now, bro.
Let me know. Let me know. You want to have a conversation or you want to go viral?
Be consistent. Just be consistent.
I'm being
Most times,
consistent. I'm being consistent. I'm being consistent. So
And let's be honest. Kendrick's last album, it was good, but it wasn't anything like his previous projects. That was probably his worst album he ever put out. But Kendrick finessed it to make it still sound good. It was good, Retro. Since they're their only consistent artist right now. Even that's not true. It took a minute for her to even like release a new album. What did it take, like 6 years? It took 6 years for her to release a new album. The album fire, because that's SZA. SZA's gonna make good music regardless. It probably would have been better if TDE wasn't picking the songs that was being released. SZA and Isaiah Rashad had the same issue Reason did. They were both pissed. Nigga, what was the last thing that Isaiah Rashad had before his last album? What was it, like 5-6 years before he released that album? All Isaiah Rashad projects are fire. His last album was more so him sharing his feelings. When he left TDE, he had to rush certain shit like the lyrics, features, etc. because TDE was dragging their feet with the release. Yep. I felt that. Yep. Bruh, this is not a Reason issue, bruh. This is a label issue. The label is fucking up their careers, bruh.
I'm asking you want to have a conversation or you want to go viral? Which one you want to do?
I'm just trying to have a conversation.
Okay,
man.
bet.
I don't know what kind of power this man Reason has, but he seemingly had TDE's new president folding up like a laundromat. But after they agreed to just simply have a conversation, Reason asked Musa some pretty straightforward questions.
So tell me one thing I lied about.
About as far as what?
Tell me one thing I lied about, because you felt a way about what I said, so tell me one thing I lied about.
You sitting in a room with
all right, cool. I didn't lie.
You read the lyrics to his last album on any streaming service, the lyrics are all fucked up or missing. So he had to do that all by himself. Damn. I'm trying to sign to a label. If TDE tries to sign me, I'm not signing with that shit. Nigga, you sign with TDE, your shit never getting pushed out. You're going to be sitting on the label for 7 years before you get your first album out, bruh. You going to be sitting there for 7 years. Like, bruh, I can't release no music because these niggas not releasing my music, bruh. You gonna be sick as shit, bro.
I didn't lie.
You sit in a room with a man who don't know your music, Rob. You sit in there with
hey,
I'm telling you that you can't blame
35
nobody.
I didn't blame nobody, Moo. I didn't blame nobody. I did not blame nobody. I did not blame nobody.
You blaming the label or no?
I said I haven't been consistent enough because I haven't been allowed to drop. That's a fact.
Hey, T-Real.
Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. Just tell me if I'm lying, bro. I said I have not been consistent enough because I haven't been allowed to drop music. Tell me if I'm lying.
I don't think nobody has stopped you. You ain't never came into me.
Cool. That's all I want to know. I just want to know.
And nobody said no to you.
I just want to know.
You dropped the most music out of more than anybody in the last couple years.
I didn't never ask you to drop multiple EPs. I didn't play multiple EPs. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we want to, are we going to have a conversation or we going to go viral? Because we can have a real conversation, Moo. Like, everything I've said so far, all love.
For the next couple of minutes,
the fact that y'all having this conversation on a podcast is insane. What are y'all doing? This is a behind the scenes conversation. Why are y'all doing this on a live podcast? What the fuck? That is very unprofessional. Cali niggas is shiesty as fuck. I see. What the fuck was all this? This is very nuts, bruh. We should have never had this footage. Never had this footage, bruh. What the fuck is going on here?
The two continue to exchange shots, ultimately reiterating the same
Nah, that
comments.
needed to be
However,
live.
Reason also accused Musa of being a manipulator and a liar, which is
You
an
know what?
interesting detail.
You're right.
Reason. I think you talented as fuck. But when
Yeah,
you
this
get
nigga got
on
proof
the
now.
air and you
Yep,
start
you're right.
putting
You're right.
features at the
I didn't
label
point
and
no
shit,
fingers,
those
bro. I
features
answered
finna Make
questions.
or break your career,
Shout
bro.
out to Dochi. I
And
never
even when you
said she
talk about
was.
niggas,
This nigga's a
you
master
get what I'm
manipulator, bro. He's a master manipulator. All I said on this podcast was my only issue is being consistent, and I have not been allowed to be consistent. I played you 3 to 4 EPs. I got them in my Dropbox. I can send out the link. All of them that we planned to shoot videos 3 years ago. But you can't say quality because the same records on the EP are the ones on the album, but y'all letting it go now. You can't play the truth game with me, bro. You can't play the truth game with me. I promise you that.
Clearly, there's something going
Yeah, these niggas are just having a conversation live on air. The podcasters are just sitting here listening. That's how bad this conversation is, bruh. The podcasters are like, hey, let them get their shit off, bruh. Hey, let them get their shit off. That they clearly need to get their shit off, bruh.
on at TDE, and you don't need to be a hip-hop head like me to understand that. It's truly sad. Now, Reason did claim that the tensions between him and Musa were settled shortly after the live stream, and that friction like this between them is common.
That is a conversation that me and Musa have had, and I will say, like, even worse, like, behind closed doors. Like, you know what I mean? It's not a secret between me and Musa or at the label that, like, we want the same thing. We just have two different ideas of the path that we should take to get there. We have the same destination in mind. We just have two different paths.
Yeah, that needed to be live.
We believe that we should get there.
Now
It
no
was
one
just
wants to
of
go to
those things that it's like
TDE.
it shouldn't have. When I said, like, you want to have a conversation, you want to go viral. In hindsight, I'm so glad he said a conversation. There's so many things that me and him speak about behind closed doors. And at that moment, with that alcohol in me, I would have been on that type of time also.
But it did raise a few eyebrows, and fans are genuinely concerned. TDE should be ashamed on how they handled this artist so far. You can tell that he just wants to be
You
heard.
see Musa
That's
run.
embarrassing.
Facts.
The president of the label conducts himself that way. Shame on the label. I was shaking my head throughout the entire video. What a sharp downfall for TDE. Shout out to Reason for being real. But I want you guys to comment down below who you guys think is at fault. Is it simply TDE not pushing Reason as they used to in the past with former TDE artists? Or is he just not that good in comparison to former TDE artists? It's your boy Luesta. Make sure you guys subscribe and comment what you want me to talk about next.
That is definitely Moose's fault. That is definitely a TDE issue, bruh.